Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and today's Spellbinders August release projects are going to be using the Fall Traditions kit. Now, you can kind of guess that as soon as I saw the kit, I just had to get it because of this. Actually, it's not a kit, it's a couple of different die sets, but I had to get the turkey. It is just too darn cute, and I, of course, didn't have anything turkey themed. I celebrate Thanksgiving, we all do, but I really don't make any cards or decor for that, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a try today. I also got the mini fall blooms set. It's got a lot of little dies for making little flowers and acorns and different leaves for fall, and I just think that these are just adorable. Along with the two die sets, I also received this real nice stamp set called Charming Pumpkins, and it's also a piece of that Fall Traditions collection. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dies. So from all the washi tape, you can tell that I have been cutting out a bunch of things today. So we've got Happy Turkey Day, which is this turkey die set over here with the entire shape of the die of the turkey. We've got some feathers, a nice little hat for him to wear, a pilgrim's hat, and this guy is just adorable. And then we've got all of our fall blooms set, including the acorn, some flowers, and lots of leaves. So I die cut a bunch. And to be honest, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, other than I am going to be assembling my turkey, and I'm going to be making a couple of cards out of all of this. Now, I live in Florida, so if any of our leaves started turning any of these colors, we would think there's something wrong with the plant. I also grew up in Alabama, and to be honest, it did get cold, but that didn't usually happen until a little bit later, and we really didn't have, at least not at my house, the change in colors of the leaves that much. I had pine trees, so it was just having to clean up a big mess of pine needles. Anyhow, I am going to give this one a shot. One other thing, I don't really do a lot of die cutting, mostly because I was always using my Big Pick before. Now I'm using my Gemini Junior, which is awesome, which means I didn't have to stand over my die cutting machine and crank to get all of these done, which is one reason why I'm able to do more with die cuts. This is going to be so much fun. The first thing I'm going to do is just assemble this cute little turkey. I cut a bunch of pieces out with different colors of brown and orange and yellow to assemble this turkey, and now I'm just going to glue him up together. This guy is just so adorable. Isn't that little turkey just so cute? And it works perfect on this little mini slimline card. So the first card turned out pretty good. So for the second one, I'm going to attempt since I don't do this much. I'm going to attempt to make a wreath, and I decided to use the Glimmer Kit of the Month Crimson Fall from last October, because I love that happy fall, y'all. I am, like I said, I am from the south, so that's perfect. Anyway, I am going to attempt to make a wreath out of this using all my little leaves and flowers, and we shall see how it goes. So far, I think I like the arrangement of the the stems, I guess. I don't even know what they're called. But I like the arrangement of that pretty much, and I'm going to go from there. I think that turned out pretty good, especially since I don't normally do wreaths, and it worked out really good on the card as well. I added a foil mat and put it on a regular A2 size card base. For the third card, I'm using all of the pumpkins on the Charming Pumpkin stamp set. The solid pumpkins, I'm going to stamp out those using some Catherine Pooler inks, Bellini, and Rockin Red, because I wanted a little bit of a dimensional effect on that. And then I'll stamp out the other images, the line images, in VersaFine Onyx Black ink. I did prime all of these with just regular Versamark ink because they are brand new, and this is the first time I'm using them straight out of the package. Next, I'm heat embossing all of those. I'm using clear embossing powder over all of that colored and black image. Looks like the Catherine Pooler ink didn't stay wet as long as I had hoped, so I'm going back over that with a Versamark pen. It's one of the only times I've used it. I need to use it a little more often because it worked great. I put down just enough ink to grab a hold of the embossing powder so that those orange pumpkins have some shine. Here's something else new that I haven't tried before. I just got in a new quick trimmer so I could cut my foil more easily. You guys know I have struggled with getting the foil to cut right, and this should help me to stop having quite so much waste foil. Next, I'm going to color up the pumpkins that are line images and using my Spectrum Noir markers. Don't worry, I will have all of the products that I'm using today down in the description along with some affiliate links in case you're interested in them. I'm coloring up the pumpkin itself in some oranges, and I'm using some muted greens for the stems. Then I fussy cut each of those little images out and left a little white border around each pumpkin. Now it's decision time. Each of those sets of pumpkins would look great on this card base, but I'm deciding to go with the one with the more, I don't know, muted tones that I colored with my Spectrum Noir markers. I'm also going to add a sentiment to the front of this card panel that I added that foil border on using some VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and then I will emboss that up as well. After adhering that down onto a foil card base, this actually card panel for the matting, this is actually some foil cardstock that I got at Michael's. They have it says it's supposed to be copper, but to me it looks orange, and I think it's perfect for this time of year. So I am layering up my little pumpkins. The little pumpkin, the smallest one, has got a double layer of foam tape on part of it and then a single layer, and it's going to overlap the larger pumpkin a little bit. Then I'm adding a bunch of the leaves and an acorn to the rest of the background, and that's going to finish up the main part of the design. You knew that at least one of my cards was going to have some gems, so I am adding a few of these little yellow gems from Hobby Lobby to the front of this card, and that's going to finish up this card project for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I absolutely love all these cute fall themed products. Like I said, I don't use a lot of fall theme, but these look just adorable. Thank you so much for joining me. Here's another video that I know you'll enjoy, and you have a wonderful day. Remember, if I can make it, you can too.